Today's video is an out and about around Hobart, Cascade, bowling, drinks and food. Stick around. We are in Cascade Brewery. We are at Cascade Brewery up here in Hobart. You can see it behind me. We are going to go on a brew tour. We've come here a little bit early, or about half an hour early for the tour, and we were going to have a beer beforehand, but apparently you cannot drink before you have this tour. Safety reasons. If you do find yourself waiting around at Cascade for any reason, make sure you check out the gardens. You can walk all the way around. These used to be the private gardens of the De Graves family. It's a beautiful garden with lots of places to sit and enjoy a cold beverage. Our tour this afternoon was scheduled at 2:15, so we headed across to where the tours and tasting starts. This part of the historic building also serves as a conference area. While you're waiting, you can partake in some games and check out all the historic information that is scattered around the walls. I found Fatty Appleton again. There he is. Used to be a big picture of Fatty Appleton up in town. This massive big photograph. Yes, it's a fashion statement, alright? Yes, that's right, viewers. Beer, it's hard work, hard to make, extremely dangerous stuff. That's why you need a high-vis vest and a hard hat. It's also incredibly secretive because we weren't allowed to film in there. Sorry. What I can tell you is that the tour is extremely informative and you would be surprised at what they're actually brewing in here these days. The tour does include some tasting, so while you're done sniffing all of the hops and grains, you can go back and start tasting them.
I'm going to start with the one that's the furthest away from the stout. You know, you've tried stout before. Bit bold, we're going to finish on that one.
And we decided to grab a little bit of food up at Cascade while we were there. Jeff chose the onion rings, poor me, oh my god. We did find out that at 4 PM every Friday, someone rings this bell, and we actually caught the guy, we cheered him on, he absolutely loved it. And I've said that this is going to become my new ringtone. Following Cascade, we headed home to film the Friday Frothy and enjoy our barbecue before heading out the next day. Time for bowling. Our bowling centre here in Hobart's located at Moona. It's actually really a busy place on a Saturday morning. A pretty good deal considering you get bowling, some food at the cafe, and a little bit of a time in the time zone. We all left with tattoos. Next stop was a quick drink at the Spotty Dog before taking the car home and heading back into town. We're on our way into town.
We've had you
got the Alaskans with
us. You're from Hong Kong, yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Same temperature.
We usually get an Uber down to Bellerive and then catch the ferry across to town when we're on our way in. The weather had been hit and miss all day. Right now it's a miss, but it'll be sunny in another half an hour. The main purpose of our trip back into town was to go to the afternoon oyster orgy. You can find this oyster orgy at Salamanca up in the restaurant called Blue Eye. But it's getting a bit, look at this, it's coming. We were outside.
And now we're in.
Now we're in.
As things change in life, things change in the restaurant world.
Things change very quickly, don't they, Rob?
They do. We went through a tropical cyclone and came into a sunny oasis.
And now we're back
now
to...
it's windy. And that's all within the last 12 minutes. You're allergic to alcohol again.
It might be the Two Cities beer.
I'm having the Two Cities beer. It's beautiful to drop.
Yeah.
Have you tasted it?
Mozzarella, cheese on toast, caramelized onion.
Okay, then we got some olives.
$1.
We've got some calamari. And this is our pre-oyster entree.
I don't know what I'm doing. You ready? I'm not in it.
And these idiots. Alright, so we've got mozzarella oysters, we've got tempura, Kilpatrick, and over here some prawn croquette.
Tempura.
Oh.
My goodness, this is awesome.
Actually, yeah, that's quite nice.
Next stop was the Whisky Bar off
You're so
Ruby's Lane.
comfortable. Hey, Joe. What'd you order?
Mojito.
You got a mojito coming. Chocolate cake and
all sorts of stuff.
Can we?
Following us. The Whisky bar had been doing $10 cocktails, so make sure you check out the sign if you're walking past Wibby's Lane to see if they're still doing that if you are in Hobart. The whiskies and the cakes are absolutely delicious, and there is actually a menu item called Death by Chocolate, so if you fancy a little bit of that, by all means this is the place to come. After dessert we headed around to Society to have a cocktail. Following Society, we headed up around the corner to Preachers. We told Rob about this pub with a bus in the backyard, and of course we had to show them.
Mike was in the campus. You don't have a beer in So it's cool. I've never been on before.
I should be doing? I should be texting.
Because I was
That's where you're going, you're about to hit that brick wall.
coming out here on it, bucketing down the rain. It's only a
Last drinks at the Long Bar over at Henry Jones Hotel, before heading home to be treated to a charcuterie board made by the wonderful Raywin, using all these wonderful ingredients that we picked up at Bruni from our last video. It was delicious. Thanks for hanging around and watching the video. If you've spotted another spot that you'd like to visit in Hobart, let us know in the comments. If there's somewhere in Hobart that you'd like for us to go out and visit so that you can see it, let us know in the comments also. Until the next video, I will see you next time.